Alright, so everyone, and welcome back to the world of Empire Total War and to the playthrough using the Imperial Splendour 2 mod for, of course, Empire Total War, because that's the game we're playing right now. And so I finally got finished, or something akin to that sentence, Ingresciuhardo, and so I finally managed to deal with all the college stuff that I was dealing with, and so I'm finally free to take Baghdad. Okay, I completely forgot about this entire endeavor. Man, can I get back to the finalists? No, whatever. So, yeah, we have this army under no commander because he got assassinated. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. And we're taking him to, yeah, Baghdad. This wonderful settlement, yeah, that's gonna revolt. No, is it? Hopefully not. Hopefully the Arab mercenaries actually deal with that. And we have to take Baghdad. Hopefully no to resolve deals with that, because I'm extremely tired of dealing with the Ottoman light infantry, and I just don't want to even see a single light infantry combat taking place anywhere near me, because that's just a pain. Like, it's troublesome in this mod. You know, it's too troublesome in this mod to get any actual troops as it is, because everything's like at least 50 to 70% more expensive than the regular game. And seeing your army get completely annihilated by light infantry, you know, which is which is cheap as dirt. It's completely pathetic. The moment you actually deal with it in any sort of reasonable manner in combat, they just run away and they die and everything. But the fact that they got like 10% or 10 points more accuracy and 50% more range than regular army units of a professional, to a reasonable extent, professional army of the Habsburg monarchy. That's just depressing, that's just completely depressing. And I guess it's just a mod, because, for example, in I don't know, like Napoleon Total War and Empire Total Vanilla, and various mods for Napoleon Total War and Empire Total War. The Ottoman army isn't actually that good when it comes to range combat. You can usually just deal with it. But in this mod, Jesus Christ, so I'm just opting for the quick resolve, and hopefully that resolves all difficulties, and the Prussians are at it again. And we just saw a minute ago this little wonderful Georgian situation here, which they also have a lot of cheap irregulars. That's just a headache. And so let's hopefully deal with Baghdad, and I'm gonna save scum this one if it doesn't work out. Okay, so let's save here. And let's demand surrender. Surrender refused. Auto-resolve victory. Okay, didn't have to save scum. Wonderful. Oh, thank goodness. Nation destroyed. Ottoman Empire. Yes. Yes. Oh, relish in that. Relish in that. This is a dead light infantryman. This one as well. All of them are dead light infantrymen. Oh, thank goodness that's dealt with. It's... I think, I might be exaggerating a little bit here, but it was such a pain. Like, legit such a pain to deal with all of that. Umenion strikes. Looks like those regulars didn't do a shit to actually tame the populace, which is absolutely wonderful. That's exactly what I want to see from my armed troops. So let's build more of them, yay. Okay, as you can even see, like right here, 1,300 for some Arab mercenaries. Like, that's just, yeah, 2,000 for regular line infantry, which you have to wait 3 turns to even build. That's balance, man. That's just some good old-fashioned balance. And yeah, so we'll stand around right here, wait for the revolt, which will inevitably come, and then we'll crush it. Hopefully these guys don't revolt as well, because that would be a big pain. Big old pain. So what are we researching right now? That's a good question. We're dealing with... Oh, that's not good. I don't want the people to get even more upset. More upset. No, don't be upset. Don't want you to be upset at all. Let's all be happy and hold hands. And we can't really research anything, so let's just slam them on this until we deal with the overall situation. Then we can think about the whole, you know, I don't know, the whole, like, making the populace less upset, or more upset, rather. So, so that's dealt with. How was Egypt? Completely furious. Yay! -4. Okay, so it'll be a while before we get to attack the Barbary states. In the meantime, let's cut what's happening. So, the Prussian, actually the Look at that flag. Is it the same or is it different? It's the same flag. Okay, but the Prussian rebellion completely failed. Let's check out... Where's our spy? I thought I had a spy somewhere around here. Oh, and there we go. This is the spy. Let's check the... Oh man, the... Jesus, the Polish army is really weak, but there's another one here, so hopefully they manage to reinforce it. And if they don't, then it's just going to be more fun for us just to witness the carnage going on. But Prussia has now been relegated to Lwów, which is a reasonably good province. It's been built up over the years, of course. They are building a royal palace, so... and they also have improved settlement fortifications, so they can actually hold this one for quite a long time. However, it's, you know, probably not going to be extremely useful when it comes to capturing other provinces. Although Warsaw is quite ripe for the taking, so maybe if Prussia invades Warsaw, well, that'll be interesting. But the Six Nations has also been destroyed, so yeah, the British and the French are going quite, you know, doing quite a big number on the the natives, and they aren't even at war with each other, so they really ganged up. So the only natives left are the Pueblo nations and the Plains nations, and actually the what is this? The Cree. Oh yeah, the Cree, of course. Also the Inuit nation. So I don't know. It's quite a surprising fact that whenever AI France, you know, controls France, of course, they never actually managed to lose Newfoundland. But whenever you're playing as France, these guys just come in and completely annihilate you. So I don't know. That's quite interesting. But yeah, the New World is being sort of divided quite neatly. And India, yeah, the Marathons should be able to completely conquer this whole thing, and probably even Persia. But, you know, even if they do, I'm not going to join that war, because that's going to be a big old bother. So yeah, let's take the spy and move him to Tripoli. Let's think about getting some more, are we at peace with everyone? Yeah, we actually, oh, Spain, yeah, of course, Spain. Let's request peace with Spain. No, of course they never accept that, but maybe Morocco, hey, trade? No. Wonderful. You know, I'm literally one of the most powerful nations in the world right now, and you're like, don't think so. So that's wonderful. That's completely, yeah, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Hanover. No. Georgia. Sweet Georgia. Well, they actually are willing to trade with me. However, does that mean that the Russians love me? So what about Denmark? Haven't done anything to... So they want Bohemia and they're willing to give up Iceland. Now that's very generous. However, no. How about no? They're at war with Sweden, Prussia. Yeah, probably not. Why they are friendly? What have we done? -25. Dishonoring treaties. -26. Territorial expansion? Dude, whatever. What's up with Norway? Oh, so they're just like rebels? I guess so. They must be rebels. Okay then, well, you know, you're one to talk about dishonoring treaties. Can't even take care of your own populace, my man. My man. Okay, so not much to do right now, to be honest. I'm not expecting much of a fight from the Barbary states. But I do want to bring a big old fuck-off army, just in case the Spanish decide to do something. And there's still the Spanish fleet here, which I hope these guys would take care of, but they're not at war with Spain. So who is at war with Spain anyway? Me of course, Württemberg, Pueblo nations, parts Bavaria, Barbary states, Morocco. I think I brought Bavaria into the war actually, so that's that's not gonna get resolved anytime soon, to be sure. But let's check on I don't know who would be a good nation to take over. Maybe Württemberg. Let's take a peek at Württemberg. Maybe our future conquests are inclined to be with Württemberg. Oh, they're actually our ally. Never mind. Never mind. So maybe Westphalia, Hanover. I think Hanover is actually very pro-British. They're actually... oh, that's Westphalia. So Westphalia could be a potential candidate. Hanover, not actually allied with the British, very surprisingly. Very surprising. Very, very surprising indeed, because that was in fact a province owned by the, you know, the Georgian king. King George. Good King George, the a little bit kooky in the head, but always did what was right anyway. And so, yeah, that's the most important factor for a king. I don't know. He lost America though, so eh. But the French are just dancing around their own territory with quite a big army. So, I don't know. Maybe they're going for Savoy? I think I saw Savoy doing something last turn around the French territory, so that'll be interesting. But, okay, so the Prussian rebellion finally quelled. But they aren't bringing that army into Berlin, so maybe they're hoping for more rebellions just to, I don't know, maybe gain XP. That's actually a decent strategy if you have a big army in the region, just to grind XP for your general. But these games XP for generals doesn't mean actually that much. Oh, the Russians again going for Georgia and completely defeated. It's such a shame. Actually, maybe it's good because we just gained trade with Georgia, so maybe it's good. I don't know. Okay, so the Savoyan army... oh, Paris is empty, so hey, we'll have to see what comes of that. But the Persians, you know, doing what they always do, which is nothing. Completely nothing, completely useless. And, you know, so that's the state of our Grand Alliance. The absolute best alliance in the world, the Austro-Persian alliance. These guys... okay, what did you destroy this time? This. And again, the only useful building in the region, completely annihilated. Thank you very much for that, Armenia. Very cool, very nice. Glad you agree. So, let's build that up. Yeah, let's rebuild all this stuff as well. Which is insanely expensive, of course. Why wouldn't it be? And do we repair that? -1 still. Ugh. Yes, I suppose let's repair it. And so we have 2k. Absolutely wonderful. What's this? That's a trading port. Okay, let's repair it. And let's also repair, I think, this one. Yeah, that was sort of shredded to bits, which is also wonderful. Autumn demands, Mesopotamia. Yep, whatever. Workers on strike. Recruitment. Yep. So... finally recruiting something in here. So could we maybe do this? -2. Still not good enough for you, eh? Okay, anyway. So, not enough money. I have 1,000. Seriously, what are these? Colonial troops aren't willing to fight for 1,000 funds. No ports on this side of Italy, of course, because why would there be ports on the entire western side of Italy? Why do we need ports? No, they're completely useless. Let's just build 1 port in the Adriatic. Oh, actually 2. Yep. 3, but that's Mediterranean, so it doesn't matter. And anyway, they're all trading and fishery ports, so it doesn't matter. Even so, it's still kind of annoying. Maybe Portugal? Hey, let's trade. 930. Ugh. Okay, whatever. It's probably gonna get just raided by the Spanish anyway, but... you know, maybe the Spanish will fuck off, that's the point. And request peace? Hey, no, they want Hungary. That's such a strange region to just to demand. Like, Hungary? Really? Could have at least asked for, like, Naples or, I don't know. Yeah, Naples or Milan or something that you actually held in the past. You know, that would be quite a neat idea, my man. No. Hungary. Which is actually quite pissed at me right now for some reason. I've got lower taxes, I'm doing everything right, building a big old empire, and you're still angry. That's just wonderful. Yeah, that's the Austrian experience. Very much so. Okay, actually don't need that. Come on. Okay, well, anyway, 700 more for me. Hey, that's brilliant. Naval recruitment and, shipyard. This could be useful, but can these things actually build something? Fishing fleet can build the exact same things as a shipyard. These things get more experience. That's, This thing costs like 900, this thing costs like 12,000. That's a bit strange, but, you know, you do you. Whatever, man. Just chill. Chill. That's all I'm gonna say about that. These things, Catholicism getting up there, that's for sure. But maybe we need that priest in Mesopotamia, actually. It's quite a long way around you took, my man Ferdinand, Konchak? Ferdinand Konchak. Yeah, very much so. Very interesting path you took, my man, but, yeah. So the Ottomans are dealt with. We don't really have to face a big threat from the Spanish, and seeing as they haven't actually... Are they even at war with Morocco? I think they are. They must be, right? Yeah, they must be, because they recently killed a big fleet. Was that the Spanish or the Ottoman fleet? I don't remember. Jeez. I have to check if they're actually at war with Morocco. I know I just checked who they're at war with, but you know how it is. Wasn't really looking for Morocco, so you just don't really see it. So, yeah. No more revolts from Berlin, I guess. That's kind of a shame. Was kind of hoping for more action from the north. But the Polish actually are doing quite well right now, so hopefully they, I don't know. Oh, going for Georgia again, but that's quite a small army, my man. Not too sure about that one. But actually, the Georgians... Oh man, Paris. That's interesting. Paris is gonna get taken on by Savoy. So while the French are focusing on America, they actually swooped in. That's actually quite decent. The Georgians still taking quite a beating from the Russians, but yeah, you know what they say. The only person capable of dominating, I guess, conquering anyone from the Caucasus region is someone from the Caucasus region, so that's actually a saying, or it was a saying. Oh, who died? Oh, a gentleman. Okay, that doesn't matter. New port emerges. Very good. Let's get a... See, this thing costs 2,625, and you can recruit the same things as from a local fishery. Very interesting. It says that you don't, but I think you can. Whatever. We're not really in here to dominate the Black Sea, so let's just get a local fishery. Doesn't matter. New towns everywhere. So this is Serbia. Still angry at me a little bit, little wee bit. So let's get coaching in. Maybe not. Let's get a craftsman workshop just for the money. Actually, since we're about to upgrade to a whole bunch of things that make people less happy with us, we should be actually probably getting a whole bunch of these coaching in things. Yeah, just to make people happy. And this is in Transylvania. These guys are actually quite happy, so I guess it doesn't matter. They're gonna be unhappy very soon, so let's get a bunch of those things. Actually, maybe... no, Catholicism's actually going up, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, anything more? No, just a bunch of research. Hopefully nobody researches the bad stuff. No, they don't. They aren't. But that's... Vivaldi. Very interesting, completely necessary to my game and everything surrounding that. Okay, so Mesopotamia, completely angry, pissed, everything's terrible here, as per usual. Infrastructure, completely terrible again. Come to be used to that. Let's get a general for this force, just to have a general in this force. This was the Turkish bath. Yeah, this made you happy, my man. You destroyed the Turkish bath and leave alone, like, the farms, or even, like, the, this thing, or, I don't know, the university, which is making you angry. Actually, let's destroy that, because I don't, like, it's traditional university. Who cares? Like, I don't necessarily need it for the research. Everything, like, completely necessary or the research, so that's that. And, let's do this. And can recruit anything else? Because, hey, why would I? Why would I want to recruit anything else? It's not like it's necessary in any way, shape, or form. These guys, kind of fine with being off taxes, or on taxes, more rather. Are you happy now? -3, -1. Okay, need just the Panduran, hopefully, and we're in the game. In the game. Nice. Next turn, hopefully, we're gonna recruit some people to make these guys more happy. And see how long are these? 3, 5, 4, 10, 4. These guys are actually better, so let's bring them to the, it's quite a long way. Okay, let's bring them here, and, you know, going for Africa, as I said previously. So that's that, that's the plan, anyway. And, can't completely hate how you can do diplomacy where troops are moving. I don't really understand why that even is a thing. They aren't at war with Spain, so the Spanish aren't able to deal with Morocco. Why is that? I have 2 almost full stack armies. So let's say 2.5 stacks, or 2.25 stacks, something akin to that. They have elite unit of grenadiers, but yeah, all the grenadiers, some elite infantry here, a lot of very good infantry. Damn, I'm not going to be able to beat that in my best dream. And they can't take out some irregulars who have 30 accuracy and 130 range. Why didn't I face these guys? See, 130 range. Those Ottoman fucks had 150. Jesus, should have just invaded Morocco. But to be fair, they did declare war on me, so that's that, I guess. So we'll destroy the university just to get this a little bit more happy. Convert it into a church school or something akin to that. Then we'll repair this, and yeah, that's gonna be that. Just 400 is not worth that, is it? Nah, it's not worth the effort. But it's gonna revolt anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Does it? Yeah, it's gonna get a bigger boost to the economic prowess of the city if we leave it off taxation for a little bit, so that's okay. And yeah. So we're moving slowly but surely towards the Barbary states, which is, you know, a good thing, kind of. It's a good thing. The Prussians still putting up a fight, since they do have pretty decent city. If they manage their resources well, they can still take this one. But it's going to be very difficult for them. Why are there 3 armies? There are 3 Polish armies in my territory just looking at the Adriatic. Like, wow. Sea, boys. That's the sea. Hey! Like, what the hell? Can't you just not stare at the Baltic? Like, you can go north, my dude. You can take out Wow. You can finally deal a decisive blow against the Prussians, completely wipe them off the map, move on to, I don't know, Sweden or something. But no, let's stare at the Adriatic. Rebellion in Mesopotamia. Hopefully it's weak. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's weak. Die. Bye. They are moving. Okay, but we should be able to catch them. Yes, there we go. Dead. See ya later. And now they're happy. Even if I just leave the province. Okay, I guess this college was really a big deal. Let's repair this. And I guess we can just go. They're happy, right? So that was just like the rebellion thing? Okay then. So let's stack this guy in there. Sure, let's upgrade that. Let's check out this first. -1 happiness. That's not exactly Jesuit college. Okay, that's my thing. Okay, so that's gentleman. Let's slam him in there. Yeah, that's this journal's actually pretty decent. Maximilian Ulysses Brown. That doesn't actually sound too German, just a tiny bit. But let's check the polls, the ministers. Do we have any really good ones? This treasury minister is stacked, man. That's pretty good. The army guy's a little bit but you know, this guy's pretty good. But he's gonna die very, very soon, so that's not good. Damn. Pueblo nations are done. New temperature scale completely useful right now since I'm dying because it's so hot. Cavalry, artillery, population growth. Yeah, this could be decent. So let's do that. Let's upgrade a bunch of stuff here. And this Jesuit college is probably completely useless since these guys are fully Catholic. Very good. So we can take this army and move him to Egypt, potentially. Again, completely... I guess nobody really wants to go through the Arabian desert. That doesn't sound like a nice journey indeed, so I'm not too surprised. However, we might want to do something like this. Just slam the militia in there. And, wait. Did we take out the good militia? Yeah, we took out the good militia. So instead, let's merge these guys back. God damn it. So these 3 guys stand here, and these 3... Yeah, something like this. And it'll sort itself out. Okay, very confusing. But this guy's slowly but surely making his way up to here. It's a college. Should have probably burned that one down as well. Yeah, burning down schools, that's the Austrian way of doing things. And 3rd rate, 2nd rate. Ugh, I'm never going to be able to build up a church school in Naples. Clearances? If I build clearances, might want to go for church schools. Just to keep them happy, I guess. That could be a thing. So this takes 2 turns, this also takes 2 turns. Okay. Start with the church so they don't rebel immediately. Actually, might want to build that one first so we get the money and they'll be just fine, I guess, anyway. Yeah. Something like that. And let's go slowly to Tripoli. And, yeah, I don't know. This thing's just burning. Naval board. Maybe I should repair that at some point, just so we get some navy, actually. Anything damaged? I wish there was some sort of button here that showed you which buildings were just damaged, which weren't. Any trade possible? Any trade possibilities? Morocco still not willing to trade, which is a shame. Barbary states. We're not going to trade with the Barbary Protectorate of Morocco. Oh, damn. So once we attack these guys, we're going to be automatically at war with Morocco. Ugh. Well, I guess it doesn't really change anything because we're going to invade Morocco anyway. How's Georgia doing? But I do want to leave Russia to do with Georgia because it keeps them doing something, you know, and keeps them preoccupied. I don't think Georgia's gonna attack me necessarily because they're indifferent. Yeah, that should be okay. So, We're gonna leave this army here. Hopefully the Barbary states are weak as hell, and that's gonna be my hope. But maybe next turn I'll start actually building up a fleet somewhere. Okay, get rid of these guys now. And we'll start it's a trading port. That's fishing, trading. So many trading ports. This is a dockyard. So we'll start building something here. You know, some fourth rates. 4,000 for oh Jesus. Okay. That's gonna be a big ol' headache again. Oh jeez. Playing as Austria, conquering the Middle East. Yay, the land of money and honey. Really? They could beat him by that small army? Jesus Christ. Savoy? What the hell? How did Italy ever emerge out of you? Well, certainly Piedmont, but yeah, something akin to that. It's only 100 years from now, so maybe they, maybe they actually got better. Okay, and there's another rebellion in Berlin, but the Polish are pretty decent at their job, so they managed to kick their asses back. Yeah, so maybe they are just grinding their armies, which doesn't sound actually like that bad of a plan. I'm thinking about it and actually seeing it, because if you get a lot of chevrons, that's pretty decent. But hey, what do I know? I'm stuck here in Africa. With armies in Italy, just so I don't get invaded or backstabbed by someone from, I don't know, northern Italy. Maybe I should just start conquering more territories in Europe. Actually upgrading these places. Yeah, that could actually be useful. Army board. So, if I were to attack someone in Europe, who would it be? Genoa, I guess, but I guess Genoa. Genoa could be okay, but it's one province and they have a fucking fuck-off stack here. Don't want to deal with that. I don't know. Why do I have... Military Governor's Barracks only allows me to... That's kind of weird. So much artillery. So much artillery, but not much of anything else, really. Oh my goodness, really? Like that's kind of admirable, I guess. I suppose. Okay. So maybe we can get some elite infantry here. And we actually have a pretty decent army here, so maybe we can take Genoa with that. Doesn't sound too bad. They do have a lot of elite infantry. Oh, a lot of elite infantry. But maybe, actually fighting some regular armies for a change would be pleasant. But I think we should focus on actually upgrading our just our economic situation overall. It doesn't seem too good right now. Everything just makes them unhappy. Unhappy. If I build all of this, Rome will just rebel. It's plus 14, but only plus 14 because Portugal, Great Britain. Okay, don't really care about that. Don't really care about that at all. War declared. Spain, Portugal. Oh, finally Spain is doing something, but they're not just gonna maybe not. A lot of artillery as well, so hey, we'll just have to see what happens there. It's that. Now let's build up something. This should be Austria, so we should be. The Austria, my capital, was borderline unhappy. That's not good. It's not good at all. Jeez. Sure, let's do something with it. Let's upgrade Hungary as well. Yeah. Lots of upgrading, not much fighting. But you know, the whole Ottoman situation kind of put the upgrading your actual empire on sort of a back burner, because you had to build a lot of just stupid armies. These guys can go back there. These guys can go back there. Yeah, that's okay. And we can slowly but surely march towards Egypt. Oh, we actually see a Barbary States army here. I don't really want to fight these guys. Well, 50. That's just like the Arab mercenaries that we also have, so that should be okay. Look at this. Range 100. That's so bad. When you just compare it to some trashy Arab infantry. Not saying that just Arabs are trash, but their infantry selection isn't the best, okay? At some point we'll also have to invade this region if we want to take out just Genoa in general. That could be a problem. We're allied with everyone around us, so... Maratha's happy with us, the Persians are allies, so we can't really do much against them, so I guess we just have to go for Africa and Spain, and then I guess we just kill Genoa. I don't know, it seems kind of like the only plan we have at the moment. It's not the best plan, but it is the only plan in essence. I guess. So do we just go for Genoa? Guess we could just bring this army here. And these guys, yeah, still +6, so next turn we can upgrade all of that, potentially. We could bring out the best troops here. Still have room for that. Dragoon Cavalry Division Battalion thing. They have a lot of elite guys here. A lot of elite guys. Accuracy 58. 45. Why do my elite units suck? Austria is the Russia of Central Europe. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we have to bring 2 armies to make it like completely dumb and just, you know, infiltrate our spy suck as well. I forgot. Yeah, we could assassinate this guy before the fight. We could try and assassinate him twice, just to make double sure that we do assassinate him. And so next turn we'll start slowly but surely building up the empire here, also with the somewhat more competent armies of Europe as well, because you know it takes 2 turns and it costs only 1,500 to build these guys, and it costs 1,700 to build elite infantry here, whereas in glorious Egypt it costs 2,000 to make a line infantry unit, which is, you know, still trash, but no. That's the wonderful world of fighting in Africa. Maybe we could go after France. France is allied with Spain, you know, but we're very friendly. So I don't know. We could try and go to the New World. New World's also dominated by our allies. Maybe we just have to conquer the Spanish Empire. I mean, just replace one dying empire with another. Hey, don't have any navy though, so that could be a big problem. I don't know, let's just enter and see how things go. I'll slowly but surely start actually building up our empire tall instead of wide. It's not necessary to immediately go after the Barbary states. We're not in any sort of rush. Maybe we could try and wait for Spain to deal with Morocco. They're just standing around. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but we could also try and go after Prussia now. Actually, now that I'm like seeing what's going on there, could try and go after Prussia just to capture those territories, just to get some, you know, because the Lwów, you know, was actually sort of a Prussian territory, but more of an Austro-Hungarian territory, definitely, at least in the early 20th century. So yeah, that could be a thing, but I'm not entirely sure if the Polish would be too happy with that. It's sort of their core province of their empire. So let's not bother with that just yet. Maybe we could try and backstab Russia, but no. Nah, that's not gonna work out because the Polish are probably gonna side with them, then I have to deal with the Polish as well. And that's a big old mess. But no. Since our armies are terrible, maybe we have to fight Russia. We have to fight Russia. Don't really want to do that, because they have been a faithful ally, and you know how it is. Imperial Palace. Not anything interesting in the least. But yeah, so that's that. So let's start building up Rome, because they're relatively happy. I think they could take up some of this. And still have 3,000 roughly. Aren't any researching anything? This thing. +1 happiness. Oh, it's gonna cost so much revolts. So much revolts. So many revolts. I don't want revolts. Can you cancel this? Can you actually cancel this? I think you can, right? Yes. Okay. Don't research that. Research everything else. Research anything you want to, but don't research that. This, cause unhappiness? No, not really. Not really, no. Serbia, they're reasonably happy. So I guess that's okay. This guy's happy as well. Do we need population in Bulgaria? Do we? No, I don't think we do. These guys, yeah, they need to be happier. Let's bring the priest we have here into Moldavia. It's -1 happiness. That's -1 happiness with these guys. No, only 1. That's not gonna be very good. It's 9. It's interesting about Empire Total War is that the major regions, once they're happy, they're really happy. But the minor regions, they're sort of like, you know, 50-50. If they're happy or not. Like Armenia, just meh. But yeah, these guys going towards Egypt, that's for sure. See, Syria, just completely fine. Palestine, 45, really. Jesus. Yeah, so Egypt's happy even if we actually tax them, so that's okay. 12,000, you know, getting the money in finally. After I don't know how long. But yeah, these spies have to keep going, just so we see what we're dealing with here. Actually not defended at all. Janissary militia. Still probably better than my troops, that's for sure. Maybe we could take out these guys, but they're actually sort of legendarily difficult to take out because of their navy. Because you actually have to, all you have to do, if you're playing as Knights of St. John, just stop anyone from actually invading you, is to put a single unit of the worst militia in this port, and you're safe. The enemy can't do anything to you. As long as you have at least some sort of navy, and then you just invade Italy or something, or Africa or Sardinia or something, and you're just safe. They can't do anything to you. So, yeah. Next turn, still building up the navy? Maybe. Just to get rid of these guys. Maybe a lot of, sloops will do the job. Probably not, but you never know. But Morocco's still holding out strong, so hey, we'll just have to see how things go. But yeah, so one more turn, we'll see what happens, and I think I'll call it quits for this episode. But now I have a lot of time, so I don't really see a reason why I shouldn't be able to just make more of these. And yeah. Oh, France finally going after Savoy, so maybe we take out Genoa and move on to France. Yeah. And then for France, we can go to Spain. Wow. Lots of potential when it comes to expansion for our empire. But it's sort of a, I don't know. The Polish still sort of just dancing around. If they just brought the army that's standing in my territory to Lwów, they'll have it like this. But, you know, they're sort of hesitant. I don't know why. They're, I mean, it's stopping any sort of potential invasion from the Spanish into my territory, that's for sure. But it's, you know, it's interesting. Moroccans are really heavily defending their territories, I don't know. Bavarians, they're sort of picking a fight with the Prussians, it seems, or I mean the gentlemen, just more and more gentlemen dying everywhere. It's Hungary. I don't think we need a school anymore. Not at all. Not at all. So let's bring this guy here. 50 unit of Panduran there. Not sure what I'm going to do with that guy. Hey, Portugal destroyed. Yeah, it was really smart of you to declare war in Spain, wasn't it? Yeah. God damn it. Wait, why do we... Oh, we stopped trading with Portugal, of course. Ugh, Jesus. How about Morocco? They want trading. They want 8,000 for a trade agreement. No way. Not happening at all. 1,000 for a trade agreement with Denmark. No. How about no? Jesus. Head over a trust. 2,000. Everybody's just such a dick. Just such a dick in this game. Ugh. That's nobody likes the Austrians, man. I don't know why. Just why didn't you like the Austrians? Eh? What did I ever do to you? So uncouth of them. So many cannons, man. Should we just go for the sloops and the brigs and everything? What do I have here? They have 6th rate, 6th rate, 3rd rate, 2nd rate. We're dead. We're dead. That ain't happening, that's for sure. We need to get rid of the navy somehow, so maybe just 4th rates? Bam, all our money's done. No, that's not a good plan. I'm not gonna waste my entire empire's income just to deal with a single navy while they have the entire New World to support them. That's not a good strategy, I can tell you that much. So let's go to there. Anybody start researching the bad things? No. Okay. Those research things aren't bad per se, but since our, you know, situations like half and half yellow to green, don't really want to mess with that, and we are now on low taxation. If we actually bring it to like medium, everybody's yellow, and once we research everything's going to be red. So, no. That's not happening. So let's not think about Navy right now, because it's not happening, obviously. Could go for the army board here. Maybe. Would we fight though in Europe? Could go after Prussia. Is Prussia allied to? Nobody, and they're war with virtually everyone. They're trading with them, we're friendly, you know, it's like... such a waste of an army to just build it, to tackle Lvov. Probably Minsk. They actually took Minsk, it's pretty good. And then just do nothing. Could go after Sweden or Finland. How would we even get there? Who's at war with Sweden and Finland? Okay, so we could go for Northern Conquest. Then we own Africa, Italy, and Sweden. Like, that's weird. It's really weird. The spy, let's check here. Kinda surprised the Barbary states never get invaded, actually. Yeah, don't need that. Burn down all our universities. We have so many of them. Why do I have all this? Actually, it's not. Let's not. This is actually a pretty decent one. So let's not just waste it. I don't know, man. Okay, these guys finally happy, so that's fine. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Hmm. But yeah, that Jesuit school's coming kind of useful. Could go for the plantations. Just to increase trade. Yeah, let's do that. This is just happiness, right? Yep, just happiness. Not very useful. And this time of day, that's minus happiness. These guys, you know, starting to get up there, but gonna kind of fear revolt soon if this is okay. So, you know, just slowly but surely building up all the things we've neglected due to having to deal with the Ottomans. Damn Ottomans. If they didn't attack me while, you know, we were in that sort of standoff, I could have just safely gone, you know, on my merry way to attack anyone in Europe and just not deal with them. Forced my hand. That's what I'll keep telling myself. We have 2,000 left, but we need to start building up an army here, so... Okay. No. Jesus. Let's start with the elite infantry, actually, so we can do something there. You know, the whole, I don't know, the navy plan is just not gonna work. So I'm gonna have my spies just covering this general area, and, you know, look what's in Tunis, then we attack Tripoli, and Morocco is actually quite strong, but the moment they move away from here, the Spaniards are just gonna come in with their fuck off elite units. So hey, so we're starting to build tall finally, and that's pretty good. Ministers still just badass as ever. This my girl. 62 though. So -2 management for treasury. Can we even move her? No. Okay. Plus 10% to cost of constructing. Damn. Okay. Okay, one more turn and we'll call it quits. I know I already said that, but I'm really interested to see what the I don't know, I just want to keep playing, you know. Haven't played this in a while. Well, it's been like 2 weeks, so getting back on that Empire War grind, you know, it's like, oh, the French. Oh, Savoy is done, son. Jesus. The French coming in with an RKO out of nowhere. So we might actually have an opportunity to just kill France there. That'd be quite neat. Instead of focusing on the African thing, we could just start building up a European army, finally. And just going after France. And the Russians still dancing out in around Georgia. But I think the Russians, even with this tactic, they'll just slowly whittle down the Georgians. Because the Russians, the size of their empire allows them to field a lot of armies, and they don't really have to deal with anyone else. But, you know, I don't know. The Georgian infantry is really cheap, so... Sort of like an unwinnable, you know, it's like an unstoppable force meets an unmovable object. Kind of interesting in that way. So let's do that. That's pretty decent. Cardinal, okay. No, let's move him here. Construction reports. Agent executed. But he's still here? I guess someone was trying to mess with me. I see. And I see that the Barbary states have no army. Piedmont Savoy, dead. That's so interesting. So we could swoop in. Who is in allies? Spain, Westphalia. And Westphalia is allied to Bavaria. Huh, so if this was Napoleon, we could spark just a major European war from this. We could attack, I don't know, Bavaria and just destroy all this, and I don't know. Be kind of interesting. So, let's start with, finally, after all this time, let's start with the, that's some good infantry right there. I mean, it's not the best, but them sounds pretty good for me. Okay, let's build all of them. Actually, let's we have quite a little bit of time, so let's just build up the Deutschland infantry first, and then do that. Because yeah, and we can actually do this. So let's build up Croatia a little bit, just to get more money out of them, more of a long-term investment, if you catch my drift. And so maybe Genoa. I don't know. I'm gonna send this army here. Start building up something here. No, guess not. And oh. Okay. Sounds fine. Get some Padurans also, just so we have something to do. And a war with France. Didn't even expect that, but that's actually, now we boarded them, you know, and that's pretty decent strategy. Thing is, we can actually go for these guys. Wait, do the French have a puppet? No, they don't, which is kind of sad, to be honest. Use the puppet, because you know, if you attack the puppet, you just declare war on them, and their allies don't get involved. But you know, so there you have Westphalia. Will the Westphalians, Norway and over Sweden, they have a lot of protectorates. It's sort of strange that Westphalia has so many so many puppets, but Hanover, Norway, Hanover and Sweden are puppets of Westphalia. Like, really? It's interesting. So maybe we could, if you wanted to, go through Bavaria, attack Hanover. No. Let's not get convoluted here. Don't have the army to support this, remember. We're not playing, you know, I don't know, someone with a big army. We're not playing someone with a big army here. So, so yeah. Maybe we could forget about the Middle East for now. Maybe move this army back. Move this army to Greece at least. And slowly march them towards Italy. That could be an interesting strategy. Okay, but I'll leave that to the next episode when we decide whether to attack Genoa or France. The Genoans, only Spain, so maybe it's first Genoa then France. We'll have to see how things pan out. Wait, thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.